Welcome back to Thailand Central Road Trip. Today we're at Central Samui, right in the heart of Chaweng, one of the busiest and most popular areas on the island. Central Samui officially opened in March of 2014, developed by, of course, Central Patana to be the island's very first large-scale lifestyle shopping complex. And they did not hold back. The whole project cost around 2 billion baht to build and covers a mass footprint of approximately 90,000 square meters. But here's the thing that hits you the second you walk up. It doesn't feel like somebody just picked up a giant sterile concrete mall from the middle of Bangkok and carelessly dropped it onto the tropical beach. It actually feels like it was designed specifically for Samui. The whole place is designed around an open-air concept. There are outdoor doorways, open courtyards, gardens, and plenty of tropical greenery. It actually feels quite nice, assuming you're not currently melting. Floor-wise, it's mostly laid out across 3 main zones, spanning over 2 massive floors. Architectural design that feels like a beachside village. Walking around, you can definitely see the influence of Samui's tourism industry. Architecture feels more resort-like than city-like. Everything feels bright, relaxed, and designed to fit the island atmosphere, even if you're not planning to buy anything. It's honestly a pleasant place to walk around. It incorporates a lot of old Samui motifs. The open area are meant to mimic the look of traditional southern Thai fishing villages, and the main plaza area is themed around the island's famous coconut culture. Walking through the complex, there's a lot of people watching you can do. There's this massive mix of local Thais like me, alongside travelers from all over the globe. Because of that, you'll find plenty of high-end international brands sitting right next to local Thai boutiques. And since it's a holiday island, a huge portion of the stores are entirely dedicated to tourist essentials, bright beachwear, breezy vacation clothes, and rows of souvenirs. But okay, while it looks gorgeous on camera, the reality of walking around a mall with no roof in the middle of a Samui heat wave is a tactical sport. The air flowed nicely in the open plaza, but there were certain parts of the ground floor where the heat felt completely trapped. It felt like they stuffed too many shops into one tight container. It felt like the air completely stopped moving, and it became a bit hard to breathe. It was like walking into a literal sauna sometimes. Maybe it's just the Samui heat talking that's making me dramatic, but some of those corners definitely needed a few more giant fans. Let's talk a little bit about Koh Samui itself. Koh Samui is Thailand's second largest island after Phuket and has a population of around 70,000 people. Long before it was a global holiday paradise full of luxury resorts, Samui was just a quiet island of coconut plantations and fishermen. Up until the late 20th century, there weren't even proper roads, and there still isn't, to be honest. It was very bumpy coming here. These days, though, Samui is one of Thailand's most famous tourist destinations, attracting millions of visitors from around the world every year. Some people come for the beaches, resorts, the nightlife, and the beautiful sunsets, but I honestly would rather be in Phuket to watch it because it's seriously hot. It felt like the air was angry at me the longer we were here. Of course, we didn't just look at the architecture, we also spent a very good and very necessary amount of time doing absolutely essential research. By research, I mean looking at things we did not need, had no intention of buying, and absolutely could not fit into our suitcases anyway. Listen, this is a highly technical, very important part of every single Central Road Trip episode. You can't just casually walk through a beautiful mall That is amateur behavior. You have to follow the protocol. You must stop. You must carefully examine an item. You have to dramatically consider buying it, running through your life savings in your head. Then remember, you already have too much stuff. Your bag is overflowing, and you walk away looking absolutely pitiful. Then you repeat the exact same heartbreaking process about 20 more times in 20 different stores. It's a long time honored tradition. If you're a fan of White Lotus, the HBO show, you already know that they filmed season 3 right here on the island, using some of the most ridiculously luxurious 5-star resorts as their backdrop. Now, I haven't watched the show yet. I do know Lisa, the super famous Thai K-pop idol, made her big acting debut on it. I don't know much about Lisa either. Whoops, my address is in Bikini Bottom. Ever since the show dropped though, booking requests for the resorts she filmed at apparently skyrocketed. Everyone wants to come here and live their best luxurious life and walk in her footsteps. Honestly, standing out here in the heat, I don't know how she managed to look so flawless and zen on camera. But while we were doing all that very intense window shopping, there was one specific thing I kept noticing through the mall, literally everywhere I looked. The monkey decorations. There are statues, little carvings, and themes hidden all over the place. As you just heard about Samui's history, you know about the coconuts. For a very, very long time, long before the first luxury resorts and beach clubs started appearing and changing the skyline, Samui was completely covered in nothing but massive coconut plantations. It was one of the island's biggest industry, and traditionally some farmers would train monkeys to help harvest the coconuts from the exceptionally tall trees. Which sounds highly impressive, but it also sounds like a job I would be immediately fired from on day one. I can barely handle a trip in a supermarket without dropping something, let alone scaling a 50-foot tree to toss down heavy fruit. But the monkeys were built for it. They could climb much faster than any human could, and they easily reached places that they were too difficult or dangerous for the local workers. Now, these days the practice has become a bit controversial and is definitely a lot less common than it used to be, but it's still one of those deep-rooted cultural things that many people instantly associate with Samui's historical past. So seeing the monkeys used so heavily throughout the mall's modern decorations is a really nice, subtle little nod to that side of the island's history. It's always fun when a big lifestyle mall actually includes thoughtful references that connect to its home province, rather than just being another soulless collection of generic shops. And speaking of things that are absolutely essential to survival on that island, all this walking and monkey watching completely worked up an appetite. And now, of course, absolutely no travel vlog would be complete without food. And after spending the entire afternoon walking around what felt like the tropical equivalent of a commercial sauna, it was definitely time for dinner. We ended up at this incredibly yummy Italian spot right on the ground floor of the mall called Parma by Mozza. Ended up being one of the highlights of the visit. Now, I know we're on a Thai island, and somehow we ended up eating Italian food. Listen, sometimes that's just how life goes. The food was fantastic. Good food, good portions, not too salty, not too oily, not bland. Everything we ordered was genuinely delicious. Probably one of my favorite meals we've had during this road trip so far. Overall, Central Samui left a pretty good impression. It's well designed, it embraces its location, and with that, our visit to Central Samui is officially in the books. Another road trip stop successfully completed. Next time, we'll be going to continue the journey, move along, and see what's the next destination waiting for us. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the boat back to the mainland. Bye-bye!